Welcome back to Mystic Meowverse. If you're here, requesting you to please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Here, this is the journey and story of my two mystic cats, Cosmic Elara and Cosmic Maya. Here, we share sassy cat POVs, spiritual upliftment, and just generally show our life through the chaos. We live in a small Airbnb home in Dehradun, and this is our magical Meowverse. So please like, share, and subscribe. So today we are going to share something that is very essential that all cat parents must know, especially if you're becoming a cat parent for the first time, a cat dad or a cat mom. So some essentials that you truly need for your cat is, let's start with the basics. So you need a very high rising food bowl and a little high risen water bowl. So make sure that the food and the water bowl is not just at their level, it's slightly higher, so it just makes it easier for cats, especially when they're kittens, to kind of like eat food and drink water. And another thing that you need, I would really recommend for you to get, is the self hydration water bowl. So basically the food bowl and the water bowl comes together and has a water dispenser which keeps filling the water bowl, so it's easier even if you're not at home, etc. Your cats can always will have 24/7 fresh water supply. The other thing I would tell you to get for them is, even though cats don't really use cat beds and cat houses, but I would really suggest you to get one, because initially it will help them to, it can become their hiding space. At least they'll know that there is a space that we can go, this is our space, it will have their scent. So even though your cat might not use it so much, I would still recommend you to get a little small cat bed or a cat house. Another thing that you really will feel worth investing is in a cat tree. Cat tree has scratch poles, it's like a high platform, they can see outside the window. So cat trees are very important. It just gives that mental stimulation to your cats. So invest in a cat tree, even though it is a bit expensive. Other thing to have is premium cat food. So I would not recommend you to go for Meow and Whiskas. And there has been a lot of controversy surrounding these brands, because there have been people who have complained that it had worms, it's not good quality. So Meow and Whiskas, a big no-no. If you want something that is budget friendly but good as well, I would really suggest for Grain Zero. I use it for both my cats and it is really, really good. It's not very high-end, it's not very budget friendly or like very low grade food, so it's somewhere in the premium middle range, and it's quite reasonable as well. So invest in Grain Zero, it's very good. Another brand that you can get for your cat food is Shiba. Shiba also is a good middle range. And in case if you want, of course, if you want to go in the luxury, premium, high-end, very good cat food, then of course you have Royal Canin, and NND is really giving a tough competition to Royal Canin. Along with that, have some wet treats. So when your cat will be small, feeding them wet treats would be easier than cat biscuits or just hard treats. So yeah, keep wet treats with them. It will also help you to bond with your cat and to give them training as well, if you would like to train your cat. The other thing I would suggest for you to get is a cat harness and a cat collar with a bell. So sometimes cats just hide everywhere in the house. Half the times I'm calling my cats, I'm like, where are you? And I get like this major minor anxiety attack. I'm like, where are my cats? I can't find them, because they're always like quietly hidden in spots in the house. So if you make them wear a collar with a bell, at least you'll always hear the bell ringing and you'll know that where your cat is. And I would really recommend you to start your cat with harness training, because eventually if you ever want to take them out to the park or just want to take them out, instead of keeping them cooped up in the bag, it is recommended that you can carry them, instead of always carrying them in the bag, you can take them on a leash. So they can be trained, but you have to start training the kitten when she's 3 to 4 months, so that she gets used to walking with the harness and a leash. If you try to think that you can train them later, they'll learn how to walk on a harness later, they will not, because right now Elara, she's 3 months old, so I'm planning to introduce her to the leash and harness as well. I tried to do that with my elder Persian cat, Mystic Maya, but she just refuses to walk on the harness and leash, because I did not get her used to the harness and the leash when she was younger. So yeah, do have a harness and a leash and a collar which has a bell in it. Other thing that I would recommend you to have, like, good quality litter tray, not the plastic ones. They break, they're very uncomfortable for your cat. So have like a medium size, a good company's litter tray. And for the litter sand, I would recommend to go for the lavender scented litter sand. Is I've been using it for the past 1 year, and it is very good. Also, I would tell you to have some pet wipes. It will become really handy to clean the anal area of your cats, and like their paws, their eyes, etc. Also, do have some cat toys, because you know cats are very interactive and they keep themselves busy. So have a lot of feathers, cat toys as well when you're getting your kitten home. And the other thing I would tell you to really have mixed in their meal is omega-3 supplements. You can ask your vet which one you should go for your cat, depending on the breed and the age of your cat. So yeah, definitely do have some skin and hair supplements for your cats. And yes, that's about it. These are some essentials that you must have at home the first day when you bring your kitten home. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and follow.